prophecy of the rainbow city. On the day of the Lord and the return of Christ, there will be a rainbow seen over the city of Petra, where the remnant is resting, waiting for Christ to descend. And people will see the rainbow in the sky and know the everlasting covenant has arrived. The place in the wilderness to the east of Jerusalem where the bride goes for the 1260 days, while the wrath is poured out on the earth, is at Petra. And this is just like the days of Noah, where the flood, where the wrath is poured out in the earth during the time of Noah. And these plagues and the wrath is prophesied over the earth for 1260 days, while the woman is safely at Edom, at Petra. Revelation chapter 11, verse 3 says, "And I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth." And what is prophesied is the plagues and the curses and the wrath that is poured out on the earth. Revelation chapter 11, verse 6. "These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will." And during the 1260 days of wrath, like the days of Noah, when floodwaters came over, the devil will try to spew his floodwaters out of his mouth with armies to try to stop those people who have left on the Exodus. Revelation chapter 12, verse 15 and 16. "And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth." Just like the days of Noah, the flood is seen. Genesis chapter 6, verse 17. "And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all the flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die." And just like the days of Noah, they're hidden in the ark. That's what occurred during the flood water. Genesis chapter 7, verse 7 says, "Noah went in, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him into the ark because of the waters of the flood." And verse 12 says, "And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights." So this is just like the end times, where you'd have a certain number of days in which the water would come over and the flood waters would go over and the people would go into the ark and be protected. And this is what occurs in the end times with the woman who goes into Petra, just like the ark, when the flood waters try to come over from the devil, but she's protected. And after that wrath comes, then we'll be seen in the sky a rainbow. Genesis chapter 9, verse 14 says, "And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud." And verse 15 says, "And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh." Christ promises the woman that she will no longer be swept away with the flood, right? That eternal covenant. And that woman is protected while she's at Petra and the ark. The earth will open up its mouth and swallow that flood to protect the woman from the flood waters, because the Lord has promised through his covenant that never again will she be swept away by a flood. Do you have eyes to see? Revelation chapter 4, verse 3 talks about the rainbow. "And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne, in the sight like unto an emerald." And when Christ descends over Petra, the rainbow that is seen will be shown in the sky. Revelation chapter 14, verse 14 says, "And I looked, and behold a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And it is over Petra which you will see pitch black darkness as Christ descends over, and him with the rainbow will be seen over the camp of Petra." Revelation chapter 12, verse 14 talks about the location. "And the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times a half a time from the face of the serpent." He descends over the location where the woman is kept, like the ark, protected from the flood, and there will be a rainbow over the city. And Petra is the ark of the end times for the 1260 days, the number of days for the wrath. The woman will be protected from the floodwaters that come. And at the end of the wrath, the Lord will show the rainbow in the sky above Petra. And this is the sign of the everlasting covenant that will be seen. And this is the rainbow city in which the woman will sit And this is the prophecy of the rainbow city.